Tamiya Plastic Model Company, first in quality around the world. A born natural. The Toyota automobile firm and their Celica Group B rally racer have dominated the famous African Safari Rally for 3 consecutive years, from 1984 through 1986, proving that their automotive technology can take the abuse this race provides. Tamiya's radio control version of this racer was designed with this same rally concept for on and off-road running, just like its full-size counterpart. The tremendous power produced by the RX 540 VZ Technigold motor is smoothly transmitted to all 4 wheels by state-of-the-art shaft-driven mechanics. Slip on a set of the optional slick racing tires for even more grip on smooth paved surfaces. The rear suspension geometry can be adjusted for on or off-road running by easily changing the rear upper arm attach point. The kit comes with long wear pin spike rally tires for both on and off-road versatility. And the car incorporates quick trimming tie rods for steering adjustments. Highly sophisticated mechanics provide the ultimate in all-terrain performance for this radio-controlled rally racer from Tamiya. This is the car that will set new standards in radio control enjoyment. Under this blow-molded polycarbonate body with all that amazing detail is a monocoque chassis made from light but sturdy engineering plastic. The RX 540 VZ Technigold motor and the 7.2-volt racing pack battery are carried amidship in the car for the best weight distribution and handling performance. The 3-step forward and reverse heavy-duty speed controller is mounted at the top of the chassis for easy adjustments. At both ends of the car is a sealed gearbox with precision differentials. And it also has a third center differential, which equalizes the difference in rotation speeds between the front and rear wheels while cornering. The 4-wheel independent suspension is of double wishbone design and damped by 4 oil-filled shock absorbers that use oil reservoirs and coil springs. The rear suspension geometry can be adjusted to 3 different settings for the best track conditions. Fine-tune the damper performance with the separately available Tamiya damper oil set to get the most out of your suspension system. The super detailed polycarbonate body has illuminated headlights that add unmatched realism to this model. The fog lamps can also be made to light up by adding the RC light bulb set, available separately. The Toyota Celica Group B Rally Racer by Tamiya. Excellence in the field of radio control. For those of you who want a real monster machine, the Clodbuster has arrived. 165 millimeter diameter and 110 millimeter wide earth-shaking tires, it rides high above any traffic, maneuvering effortlessly over everything in its path. With the Clodbuster's sky-scraping, sod-busting strength and appearance, this monster speaks for itself. The Clodbuster incorporates two powerful 540 type motors for fantastic four-wheel drive performance. And with 55 millimeters of ground clearance, it creates its own trails. Another outstanding feature of the Clodbuster is its four-wheel steering mechanics that allows it to shuffle through a traffic maze with ease. The impact-resistant, injection-molded body accurately models the popular Chevy pickup truck, and the metal-plated parts add to its realism. The kit also includes many eye-catching stickers that will make it stand out at the track. Yes, this is one incredible machine, one that exceeds the known standards of radio control and carries the sport to new heights. Supporting these mammoth tires is a sturdy bathtub-type frame of engineering plastic. The three-step forward and reverse heavy-duty speed controller is mounted for easy maintenance and adjustments. All this sophistication, and yet it only requires a two-channel, two-servo radio control unit. The vehicle will accept either BEC or standard radio control units. The steering servo is located at the lower part of the frame and uses standard drag links for both front and rear steering. The Tamiya NiCad 7.2-volt racing pack battery is recommended for optimum performance. The suspension system is a rugged link-type rigid axle unit at the front and rear, which is damped by 8 heavy-duty coil spring shock absorbing units, fitted 2 to each wheel. These stock dampers can be easily upgraded to oil-filled units sold separately for an even smoother ride. Both front and rear serial gearboxes use precision differential gearing. Each gearbox has its own 540 type motor. And what's amazing is that these motors can be switched from parallel to series wiring with a flick of a switch for power or economy, depending upon track conditions. Metal-plated parts add total realism to the model, and with the optional light bulb set installed, it'll look even meaner. With dual motors, full-time four-wheel drive, and four-wheel steering mechanics, what more could you ask for? Pick up a Clodbuster and take it home today. Haven't you always wanted to own your own monster? Tamiya Plastic Model Company, first in quality around the world. Polished for white-hot performance, Tamiya introduces the ultimate in four-wheel drive buggy technology, the Hotshot 2. Tamiya's earlier Hotshot and its four-wheel drive technology brought off-road competition to new heights. And now, with new triumphs at the track, the Hotshot 2 arrived at the pole position. The shaft-driven four-wheel drive mechanics are combined with state-of-the-art components, such as engineering plastic monocoque chassis, sealed gearboxes with competition differentials, four-wheel independent double wishbone suspension, and low profile, large diameter tires, and much, much more. The 3-step forward and 2-step reverse heavy-duty speed controller provides the perfect power response. With a larger rear wing and new body styling, the Hot Shot 2 is the nearest thing to perfection yet in buggy performance. The bright orange and yellow stripes over a gloss black paint job make it easy to track during competition and add to its aggressive looks. Under the sleek polycarbonate body hides the sturdy monocoque chassis, which was modified from the original Hot Shot. This sealed chassis protects your valuable mechanics from dust and debris, and is visibly different from the earlier chassis by the quick access hatch to the internal mechanics. At both ends of this sophisticated chassis are located the sealed gearboxes with competition differentials, which are driven by the steel propeller shaft for maximum efficiency. The 6 ball bearings included in the kit are enough to take the Hot Shot 2 into the fast lane, but for those who think they need full house performance, add the separately sold Hot Shot ball bearing set. The independent double wishbone suspension is damped by 3 coil over oil-filled shock absorber units, 1 in front and 2 at the rear. The damper springs can be adjusted using spacers, and oil viscosity can be altered using Tamiya's damper oil set for the best setting at the track. By installing the constant volume short shock units at the front end, you will not only alter the car's looks, but double the damping ability for super rough tracks. The lightweight one-piece wheels are fitted with low-profile oval block pattern tires for multi-purpose use, but can be changed to pinspike tires for competition. Dress it up using plated wheels and become the eye-catcher at the track. The kit comes with a powerful 540 type motor, but for those who want even more brutal power, slip in the RX 540 VZ Technigold motor. The Hot Shot 2 accepts the Tamiya NiCad 7.2 volt racing pack battery, and changing it is quick and simple. Tamiya's 4-wheel drive mechanics won't let you down at the track, and the price won't either. It brings state-of-the-art technology that much closer to you. The Hot Shot 2. It's available now for those competitors who demand real performance. Test drive it today and be a winner tomorrow. Loaded with features and excitement. Here comes the lunchbox. It's a custom sport van from Tamiya. The body copies the popular Dodge van in minute detail, which can be painted up in any freestyle scheme. The giant, oversized tires let it run effortlessly over the worst of trails. Construct your own course using logs or bricks for a real wild ride. Now you too can enjoy the feeling of those car-crushing events and mud bog races so popular in America. The body, riding high above the ground, is made from impact-resistant styrene plastic and is injection molded for the best detail. The metal-plated bumpers, grille, and side exhausts add to its overall customized looks. All that flat surface on the van body is like an artist's canvas, allowing you to express your artistic talents. Even the headlights can be made to operate by installing the headlight set sold separately. What makes the lunchbox seem so tall are the semi-pneumatic 115-millimeter diameter monster tires with that earth-grabbing lug pattern tread. The suspension system uses an independent swing axle at front and a rolling rigid axle at the rear. The coil damp shocks can be quickly upgraded to oil units by installing the constant volume CVA shocks sold separately. The sturdy chassis frame is a one-piece box type that allows easy access to all mechanics for any maintenance chores. Speed is controlled by a 3-step forward and reverse unit with BEC connectors installed, so the lunchbox can accept the standard or BEC type radio units. The NiCad 7.2-volt racing pack battery is located at the lowest point for the best center of gravity, providing great stability on all surfaces. Differential gearing is used in the sealed gearbox that matches the torque and power of the 540 type motor. Performance upgrading is quick and easy using the separately sold precision ball bearing set. Yes, fun, fantasy, and an American dream. It can all be yours with the Tamiya lunchbox. See it at your favorite hobby supply house today. Tamiya Plastic Model Company, first in quality around the world. An all-new 4-wheel drive off-road buggy named for that formidable weapon from down under. The Boomerang. A new era in 4-wheel drive is here. With a midship-mounted RS 540S racing motor, the Boomerang has the power and agility to bring you victory at the track. Unbelievable acceleration and cornering ability puts the car where and when you want it to. Super slow motion lets you see the independent 4-wheel suspension system smooth out the terrain, keeping the wheels on the ground and allowing the power of the motor to drive each wheel to its maximum. The aerodynamic body and wing provides downforce to help keep the wheels on the surface. And it's made from lightweight, almost indestructible polycarbonate. The Boomerang is an economically priced 4-wheel drive vehicle. It uses a bathtub-type frame for easy access to the mechanics. Here it's broken down into separate components. The speed is controlled by a 3-step forward and reverse unit that is protected from the elements by a lightweight dust cover. Motor power is transmitted to all 4 wheels efficiently with a minimum of friction loss through a steel drive shaft, proven at racetracks around the world. Front and rear sealed gearboxes have their own differentials, and the gears are made from engineering plastics for long and continuous use. Both the front and rear suspension are of the double wishbone type and damped by an oil-filled monoshock unit in front and 2 long-throw oil-filled shock absorbers at the rear. Stiffness of the coil springs can be increased by addition of the spacers for quick tuning of the buggy for differing track conditions. Battery changing can be done in just seconds during pit stops without removing the body. The Boomerang can be upgraded to even higher performance using competition parts available from Tamiya. The kit's plastic bearings can be replaced using the Hot Shot ball bearing set and thrust ball bearings for the drive shaft. Tires can be changed to the spike type for soft surfaces that match the track conditions you race on. Oil shock absorbers can be adjusted precisely to your track conditions by using the Tamiya damper oil set. Front monoshock system can be changed to dual shocks by using the Hot Shot high-performance suspension set. The motor can be replaced with the higher performance units like the new Super Hot RX 540VZ 8.4 volt Technigold motor. Test your skills and enjoy the challenge of 4-wheel drive off-road racing with the Boomerang. The Falcon, a 2-wheel drive warrior, born to be wild on the off-road tracks of the world. This fleet-footed off-road racer gets its name from that swift and powerful bird of prey. The Falcon's wide, low-slung chassis is equipped with 4-wheel independent suspension damped by 4 coil-over-oil-filled shock absorbers. The road-hugging Falcon is powered by the famous Mabuchi RS 540S racing motor. Economically priced and easy to construct, the Falcon is ideally suited for those just getting into the sport. Join the crowd and step up to real buggy racing with this sophisticated performer. The wide bathtub frame allows the use of any radio system, and adjustments or maintenance is a breeze. Glass-filled nylon drive shafts have metal inserts for long and continuous use. The 3-step forward and reverse speed control allows immediate power changes in any situation, and it is protected by a see-through polycarbonate dust cover. A standard radio system or the new BEC-equipped units fit neatly into the large chassis. Front suspension is independent double wishbone, and the rear is of the trailing arm type. The Falcon comes with 4 large capacity coil over oil filled shock units that are extremely effective in keeping the wheel rebound to a minimum and can be adjusted at the track for differing conditions. The sealed gearbox keeps out dirt, dust, and moisture, protecting the differential and drive gears from unnecessary wear. The Falcon is ideal for beginners and can be upgraded to fantastic performance as your driving skills improve. The first tuning up would be to replace the plastic bearings with ball bearings. Tires can be changed to spike, knobby, or straight tread versions according to the track conditions or road surfaces you run on. The oil dampers can be finely adjusted by using the Tamiya damper oil set. The standard RS 540S motor can be changed to the super hot RX 540VZ 8.4 volt Technigold unit. And the Falcon's sturdy frame and suspension system can take on this extra power in stride. Tamiya Plastic Model Company, first in quality around the world. Aerodynamics, an important factor when seeking tops in car performance. This futuristic aerodynamic body styling has tamed the winds, showing us what high performance is all about. A four-wheel drive off-road racer called the Bigwig. The superb downforce and slippery features of its lightweight body were designed for Tamiya by Mr. Takuya Yura, the most famous race car designer in Japan. With meters on the aluminum panel, a V8's engine cylinder head, large air scoop, and twin exhaust pipes that were added for more realism. The Bigwig's Aerodish type wheels are fitted with the track-proven oval block pattern off-road tires. Advanced buggy technology by Tamiya is utilized throughout in this top-of-the-line four-wheel drive off-road buggy. The power of the new RX 540VZ Technigold motor is transmitted smoothly through the shaft-driven mechanics, proven at the tracks around the world. Matched to a four-wheel independent double wishbone suspension system, it provides tremendous earth-gripping traction all the way to the checkered flag. The independent suspension system is enhanced by 4 oil-filled damper units that smooth out the rough spots. True rack and pinion steering is a first in the RC buggy field and provides the quickest steering response imaginable. In addition, the Bigwig was designed to take the new 8.4 volt power systems, but will also accept Tamiya's 7.2 volt racing pack battery. The experienced RC enthusiast will want to tame the fantastic power of the 8.4 volt gold power battery and step into the world of 8.4 volt racing. To tame this power, to open up new worlds of excitement. Racing dynamics is the game. And Bigwig is the name. The frame is a low-profile bathtub that provides a low center of gravity for unbeatable stability. Both front and rear seal gearboxes have their own differentials, and the shaft-driven four-wheel drive mechanics have become a Tamiya standard. The speed controller has 3 steps forward and 2 reverse, while the bathtub frame allows easy access to all components. The battery is installed in the center of the frame, with the Technigold motor mounted amidship in the car. The motor's timing can be tuned for various track conditions. Damper oil viscosity can be adjusted to varying conditions by using the Tamiya damper oil set. Coil springs on the oil damper units can be easily adjusted for hard or soft settings with the quickly installed spacers. Everything necessary for getting the right kind of performance is easily accessible. Choices of oval block or pinspike tires further adapt the vehicle to differing road conditions. Aerodynamic body styling designed by Takuya Yura. Track-proven four-wheel drive mechanics matched to the power of an 8.4-volt power system. A state-of-the-art Tamiya radio-controlled off-road buggy, incorporating technology and concepts that have been captivating RC buffs since 1976. The ultimate in four-wheel drive off-road performance. The bigwig is here now. The Blackfoot. A real ground pounder is here. With tires more than 12 centimeters in diameter and a body lifted high as though riding on air. Off-roading with the Blackfoot is the perfect vehicle for breaking in new trails, and it has the styling as seen on customized American pickups. You can run it stock or customize it to your own requirements in both looks and performance. The Blackfoot opens up new vistas in off-road enjoyment. It takes a lot more than this to stop the Blackfoot, because the Blackfoot is still performing when the tracks run out. The popular space-type frame, combined with four-wheel independent suspension, a sealed gearbox with differential, and a midship-mounted motor for perfect balance, is all wrapped up in a modern body styling that provides fantastic performance both on and off the road. Yes, the Blackfoot has a lot to offer. Keeping everything lined up is the frame and chassis, made from a special resin that is both light and tough. The four-wheel independent suspension system uses a double wishbone type at front and a single trailing arm type at the rear. With the sealed gearbox housing a competition differential. The motor is a track-legal Mabuchi RS540S, which provides the speed, power, and versatility. It can be upgraded if desired to the 8.4-volt Technigold motor for even more brutal power and performance. The speed controller has 3 steps forward and 3 reverse for positive control at all times. A servo saver is utilized at the front end to protect the steering mechanics from excessive shock. The body is injection molded of styrene resin in the styling of the Ford Ranger pickup truck and is highly realistic and durable. The big tires are semi-pneumatic and functional to provide terrain clearance, speed, and long wear. Yes, it's a real mean machine with amazing performance. A real big thumper, that's the Blackfoot. See it at your dealers now. Tamiya Plastic Model Company, first in quality around the world. Super detail. Four-wheel drive, four-wheel independent suspension. A midship-mounted high-performance Technigold motor. Engineering plastic monocoque chassis. Off-road dynamics matched with on-road performance for a new level of enjoyment. The 1/12 scale Porsche 959 radio control racer. Tamiya's 10 years experience in the research and development of radio control vehicles has now brought this sport to new standards of realism and excitement. Porsche's 959 racer has demonstrated its technology by exceeding every known yardstick of performance and handling during its 1986 win in the grueling Paris-Dakar Rally. This concept of on- and off-road performance has now carried over to Tamiya's radio control version of the Porsche 959. The clear Lexan body of the model was blow-molded rather than vacuum-formed, which allows detail and shapes never before seen on these types of models. Even the headlamps work, adding night racing ability to any program. A state-of-the-art chassis. The monocoque chassis is completely new in design and made from light and sturdy engineering plastics. The sophisticated, independent double wishbone suspension system is damped by 4 large coil springs and 4 oil-filled shock absorbers, each with its own surplus oil reservoir. The rear suspension geometry can be adjusted for on- or off-road performance by altering the length of the upper arm. The scaled tread and wheelbase of the 959 makes it look like a true vehicle as it fades around the corners just like the prototype. Being blow molded, the body has details never before seen on a Lexan bodied car. Even the cockpit is accurately reproduced with driver and navigator for the utmost in realism. The semi-pneumatic rubber-like tires are a true rally type with block and pin spike tread, providing excellent grip and wear. And the one-piece wheels are light and sturdy. The four-wheel independent suspension is of the double wishbone type and damped by 4 large coil springs and 4 aluminum oil-filled shock absorbers equipped with separate oil reservoirs. The rear suspension geometry can be adjusted for on or off-road running by altering the upper arm lengths. The monocoque chassis houses the battery, motor, and radio control equipment in a midship format for perfect balance. The chassis consists of the front and rear gearboxes and a center section. This three-piece chassis provides the ultimate in the ease of maintenance. The Porsche 959 comes with the high-performance RX 540 VZ Technigold motor, which has adjustable timing and the 18 and 16 tooth pinion gears for taming this brute power to differing road conditions. The motor power is smoothly transmitted through a shaft drive mechanism to both front and rear gearboxes, and the compact gearboxes incorporate precision differential gearing, plus ball and thrust bearings for friction reduction. The three-step forward and reverse heavy-duty speed controller is mounted at the top of the monocoque chassis, where it's easy to get at if adjustments are necessary. Steering is precise and keeps its alignment, but is quick and easy to adjust for differing conditions, and a servo saver protects the mechanics from excessive shock. This radio control car will accept the Tamiya 7.2-volt racing pack battery, and it can be charged or changed without removal of the body from the chassis. Using the latest design technology and totally new concepts, the 959 provides superb handling and maneuverability throughout its speed range. By using some of Tamiya's high-performance radio control parts and materials, the car can be upgraded for even more awesome performance. Start with Tamiya's damper oil set to get the utmost from the suspension system on differing track conditions. For on-road racing, use the semi-pneumatic slick racing tires. By replacing the plastic bearings with ball bearings, you can further reduce friction to get the most from your motor. An all-purpose, all-wheel drive car that can take on any racing chore. On or off-road, night or day. A radio-controlled car that really has the edge on control, performance, and looks. For those of you who are looking for something different, or those who have felt that performance and realism should go hand in hand, but just haven't found it yet, this 959 is made for you. Tamiya's Porsche 959. It must be seen to be believed. It's got everything going for it. This styling of this performer will liven up any circuit. This humble big bug riding on chunky, oversized tires spells out pure fun. The radio-controlled off-road Monster Beetle. The famous Volkswagen Beetle styling is still around, as strong as ever, and an ideal base for custom automotive creations. A real performer with a different look. Paint it fancy or paint it plain. The pattern is up to you. It rides on oversized 130mm heavy-duty pin-spike tires for earth-grabbing traction. Four-wheel independent suspension is damped by oil-filled shock absorbers for the edge in rough terrain competition. The monster beetle has what it takes to blow away the opposition. It stands tall out in the wild. The body rests on a space-type frame of engineering plastic, with all the mechanics easily accessible for any adjustments. It will accept any of the Tamiya 7.2-volt buggy batteries. One touch makes battery changing a breeze. The monster beetle comes with the 540 type motor for tremendous power. The super powerful RX 540 VZ 8.4 volt Technigold motor can be used if way out power is required. The sealed gearbox houses the competition differential. This monster uses a heavy-duty 3-speed forward and reverse speed controller. Front end is of the double wishbone type, while at the rear an independent semi-trailing arm system is utilized. All four wheels are damped by large coil over oil-filled shock absorbers that can be tuned for differing road conditions by use of the Tamiya damper oil set. Semi-pneumatic 130 millimeter diameter pin spike tires let this big bug prowl effortlessly through the rough stuff. Light and sturdy, plated, one-piece wheels give it that real mean look. Kit bearings can be easily upgraded to ball bearings from Tamiya's stock of high-performance parts. Yes, real performance is hidden underneath that famous body styling. The monster beetle. It's ready to strike out for the fast lane. The Striker, with superb styling and fantastic performance. It's ideal for those just stepping into this exciting field of radio-controlled action. Economically priced and with an edge on performance. Four-wheel independent suspension. High output, high torque 540 type motor for real power. Accepts this Tamiya 7.2 volt NiCad batteries. A true racer with striking performance. The sharp, wind-cheating Formula One style body is a real standout at any circuit. The Striker accepts standard or BEC type radio units and the Tamiya battery eliminator circuitry conversions. It has tremendous potential for upgrading to unbelievable performance by using Tamiya's hop-up parts. From beginners to experts, the Striker can test your skills to the utmost. Hit the trails and strike out the competition. An open cockpit, just like the Formula One racers. And the body is injection molded for the detail enthusiasts demand. Box-type chassis is not only sturdy, but allows easy access to the radio unit for any adjustments. The body and chassis together act as a shell to protect the mechanics, and the chassis has shaped locations for the radio components, with the necessary holes pre-drilled for ease in assembly. Speed control is handled by a heavy-duty 3-step forward and reverse unit. A servo saver protects the steering from shocks. Front independent suspension is a swing axle type. Rear has an independent semi-trailing arm type with coil spring dampers that can be upgraded to oil-filled units if desired. The front end uses straight rib tires for crisp steering, and the rear uses spike type for earth-gripping traction. The front tires can be changed to pin spike tires, and the rear to oval block pattern tires for differing road surface conditions. The 540 size motor provides the RPMs and torque for excitement and thrills, and can be changed to the super powerful RX 540 VZ Technigold motor if you're really serious about the competition. Accepts Tamiya's 7.2 volt NiCad batteries. Installing the battery is done in a flash. Upgrade the kit bearings with ball bearings to really turn the striker loose. Yes, it's a striking good looker. With the striker at your fingertips, you're ready for the fast lane. Tamiya Plastic Model Company, first in quality around the world. It's finally here, a 1/24th precision scale radio-controlled model car. A car that fits in the palm of your hand, with speed and performance far beyond its size. The TomTech Radio Control Car Series. Unmatched excitement using a minimum of running space, whether indoors or out, and equipped with a sophisticated front and rear suspension system, mini black motor, and a 7.2 volt Tampac battery. It's got the edge on performance, plus it's true scale in appearance. Tamiya has opened up a new era in radio-controlled modeling with the TomTech Radio Control Series. All the necessary items, such as the radio unit, NiCad battery and charger, are contained in the TomTech Complete Kit, and the minimized construction time makes it fun for all levels of radio control enthusiasts. The TomTech 201 RC unit was exclusively developed for this series and utilizes a control processing receiving unit that has an amplifier-boosted electronic speed controller built into it. Even the steering servo comes pre-connected to minimize the wiring chores. The chassis was given extra attention in order to compensate for the high speed potential of this car. The frame is a full monocoque type using light and sturdy engineering plastics. The state-of-the-art chassis is furnished with a sophisticated suspension system for the utmost in traction and stability. Front end uses an independent coil damp system with the springs selected from hard or soft types that are included in the kit. The rear suspension is a coil damp link type with stabilizer to provide excellent track-hugging stability. The Mabuchi FK180 S8 mini black motor offers acceleration and a top speed never before seen from motors this size. 4 different pinion gears are included for matching the car performance to track conditions. A very sophisticated racing differential is used for high-speed cornering. The 7.2-volt Amtech NiCad battery was especially developed for this series to provide excellent acceleration and high performance. Each charge provides you with 8 to 15 minutes of pure racing excitement. The Tomtech series RC cars utilize a flexible, impact-resistant body that was injection molded and has details never seen before on radio-controlled models. Painting is realistically done by using plastic model paint. The Tomtech series of RC cars require very little running room, as they can even be operated on top of a coffee table. Worried about overheating the heat sinks? Not anymore. The Tomtech RC cars utilize a newly developed amplifier-boosted electronic speed controller that allows continuous running without heating problems. Living room space is all you need to organize a gymkhana or obstacle race. The speed controller has a reverse, so you can fully enjoy the challenge of garaging gymkhana. Put your radio control skills to the test by racing the Tomtech cars. Half the size of 1/12 scale cars, and yet they have everything you could ask for in a high-performance electric-powered radio control racing machine. Construct a compact racetrack on a flat paved surface, such as a driveway or parking lot, and use rope or hose to outline the circuit. Joined tables can be used to make up a racing course. Use a length of hose as a fence and hold it in place by taping it down. Even the old slot car circuits can be used, but remember to disconnect the electronics from it because the unit no longer is required. The Tamiya Tomtech outdoor race circuit has a track width of 1.5 meters and a lap length of 53 meters. It was constructed by Tamiya for use as a high-speed test track. This Tomtech RC series will provide excitement for everybody, indoors and out. Genuine Tomtech quality spare parts keep the car's performance like new. The car-only kit, RC units, replacement tires, motor, body parts, and decals are available for routine upkeep of the car. Decal sets for other racing teams are also available. The use of a Tomtech quick charger will keep your batteries fresh and fully charged at the track. Most car bodies in 1/24 scale can be modified to fit the Tomtech car chassis to provide an action-packed diorama-like setting. Experience a whole new world of radio control excitement with this Tomtech RC car series. The Porsche 962C and the Lancia LC2. Tomtech in 1/24 scale.